Yo, good evening. This is what we call a special edition of the JGWS Sports Podcast. Normally, I'm, doing my thing by myself, but I have one of my good friends with me. I know him as Woody, but I guess he goes by a different name. So, for the world to know, Woody, who is AHK WOODZ?
Who is AHK WOODZ? So first of all, shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate you, Jamon, having me on the show and everything, coming to chop it up with you and everything. So yeah, definitely appreciate that as well. So yeah, man, I guess we can just get right into it, man. Some of y'all probably know me already, but AHK WOODZ, the whole, and it's funny, I was actually planning on doing like a full pod with me and my boy Tommy, from the What Pod. We had actually talked about doing something as well too, kind of like the whole intro thing. But everything happened for a reason, man. Look, we doing this one first, so I guess this will be my first kind of intro breakdown to the artistry and everything, and the music and everything. So, AHK WOODZ, man. First off, the name, super straightforward. It's actually a kind of like a slang terminology for the Hebrew word meaning brother. So Brother Woods. So pretty much what it is, what I wanted to entail, obviously, when it comes to the artist, the name, the creativity, you got a chance to promote, whatever you want, right? Whatever you want to kind of emphasize, that is your brand, that is who you are. And honestly, with the music that I'm making, what I really want for people to get out of it, I want them to feel like they said, like they being welcome, like they getting love, the love for brothers, specifically, especially the love of the Most High, and I want them to feel like it's something that they can truly relate to. You know what I'm saying? Um, I know a lot of people. We may listen to music for a number of reasons, and I know people go back and forth on the argument of, do you have to relate to the artist that you're listening to? Do they have to talk about what you doing on a daily, basis, whatever the case is? And it's really one of those things for me where I want to make sure that I'm including content is real music and stuff that you can relate to, stuff that everybody has been through, and still stuff that we all are used to, and that we can still enjoy and everything too as your brother. So yeah, that was just pretty straightforward about the name and everything as far as that. Um, my biggest, or another thing that kind of played into the music too, or just I guess AHK WOODZ, what I'm really trying to push forward and what I'm really trying to hone in on is that I don't, me personally as a consumer first with music, I'm not a fan of where music is going as a whole, just from the simple fact from the lack of originality. Um, I feel like a lot of people sound like each other. I feel like at
Right.
some point in time, I don't even know if it's a goal anymore. Like when people become artists or whatever, like, all right, how can I be different? How can I create that new sound? How can I do something that nobody's doing, or has done? You know what I'm saying? Which is, I'll be fair. It's hard to really create something that's brand new, but I feel like that's part of the challenge. That's part of the art. I mean, if somebody painted the Mona Lisa again, if somebody painted, the Sistine Chapel again, painted this again, will we think it was that great? Will we talk about how creative it is or how, what I'm saying, amazing it is? Probably not, because people have done it already. And I don't know, or I feel like with music, that whole recycling essence, um, it should be looked upon the same. If people are doing the same thing over and over again, do we praise commonality, or do we, you know what I'm saying, do we get back to the ideology how it's supposed to be new? Um, I was even listening to, and there's a lot of other, reasons of my own personal music philosophy, just in terms of, do people even care about the lyrical side, what they say now? Is it more so just the beats, you know what I'm saying, what you feel from the music and everything? Is that artistry side of the actual lyrics, is that kind of, lost? I feel like it is to a degree. That's another thing that I really want to implement it with music, especially because music is so vast, and it's a universal language. It's one thing, like I'll even throw suits in there, right? Two things I feel like are universal languages is a suit and music. No matter what culture it is, I feel like a suit has a certain connotation, has a certain essence to it. When you see someone dressed up in a suit, they look, formal. There's a certain idea that you get when you see somebody in a suit, no matter what culture you're from. Just
Right.
like the same thing with or if you don't want to say suit specifically, you could just say some type of form or variation of that, right? Music is the same way. Different cultures may listen to different music and different things like that, but you have some music, and I'm sure what I do, and I'm sure you do as well, that maybe you don't know all the words, maybe it's not even in your language, things like that, but the music is still something that you can kind of move to, vibe with. It's just a universal language, right? So, um, with music being so versatile and so powerful, to be honest with you, you got a tool, and anybody who uses music or makes music, whatever the case is, even if it's just an instrument, like you got a tool that is extremely malleable and so influential. And I feel like it's a canvas. It's just like that painting, that Mona Lisa, that Sistine Chapel, to where you could do so much with it. And why not do it to the fullest? You know what I'm saying? Why not give the consumer, at the end of the day, why not give the consumer the most that they can, they can get out of whatever you're giving them. So that's just a couple things behind, behind the name and everything. And yeah, just to, Aqua Woods.
Man, that was definitely in depth, brother. Like I I've known you for about, I would say, at least 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
About that. Matter of
Yep.
fact,
Yep.
actually knew of you maybe a little longer than that, since and I probably thank your cousin for that one, since you used to come up there and hoot with us.
Very true. Yep.
So, but nevertheless, I knew you was, musical, but I think, like, for me, just knowing like how far have you grown, I think you really, like, within the last few years, really like turned that passion into something more.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. It's a thing where too, and I don't necessarily want to overcomplicate it, anything like that too. But it's been many periods in my time to where music was a thing, was a focal point. I mean, from beating on the lunch table with pens and pencils to doing
Man,
choir to theater to musicals to making music and just doing little freestyles and stuff here and there, bro. And it was always something that I was never like, hey, I wanna. And it's even funny. That's like a whole thing in itself. But I was never like, hey, I wanna be a rapper. I wanna grow up and I wanna make music. I wanna like that was never a focal point of mine. Um, but it's just one of those things where I realized just on my own how much. First of all, I love music. Like it's a part of me, genuinely. Like it's even to the point where when I used to listen to music when I was younger and stuff like that,
mm-hmm.
I used to do my own little whatever versions of tunes with the songs, or like people would say stuff and I'd be like, what if he said it like this, or what if they said it like this? And again, this was nothing. I don't never didn't really talk to people about it or anything like that. I didn't really express that, but it was just always one of those things where me and music have always had a deep connection, and it's just one of those things where you kind of look at me, you just realize like it's been around a lot, and I enjoy it for a reason. So it's one of those things where, especially for me, just in my walk, with the Most High, it was like, all right, you want to do something you don't want to force anything in life. So I'm kind of finding, or at least I've learned, that your purpose in life is something oftentimes that you've already been gifted in, um, which makes sense, right? Like for someone to be completely lacking in an area, but for that to be the area where they are to excel or to do the best in, it's like, I mean, be well rounded, of course, but for that to most likely be the area where you're supposed to flourish in and move in, it's like it's not likely. Use
Right.
your talents, your abilities, whatever the Father gave you. Mainly, especially for myself, when they use it to bring benefit and to bring recognition to Him at all times. But use that and don't overcomplicate the situation, which I feel like most of us often do. So that's just one of the things for how music, it just, man, it just turned into that. Honestly, man, again, it wasn't one of those things where it was that, but just as time went by, I started to, see the things that I enjoyed and things that, not even just music specifically, but things that I've been told that people say, hey man, this, you do this well, or you have a knack in this thing, or this thing, whatever the case is. And it's like all roles almost just like pointing me to music is what it was, honestly.
I mean, I feel like that's, a part of growth. I mean, as humans, I mean, that's just, what we do. We evolve, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so, something that may not be, something that you may take seriously a few years ago, all of a sudden, it might just grow on you. Then all of a sudden, it might be, like you said, your purpose, your passion, your calling. Maybe, you never know. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so, with all that being said, um, this is a sports podcast, so we gonna like
Absolutely.
we're gonna tie all this together.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm here for it all.
so the NBA All-Star weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it was in Indianapolis. A
Yes,
lot of
sir.
people around the area in the 219 travel
Mm-hmm.
down there, and of course, you probably know a bunch of people, friends, family that went down there, and
Mm-hmm.
including yourself. You was down there,
Yes, sir.
and you was, to from the clips that I saw, and shout out to our boy Richard for shooting the video and stuff.
Yes, sir. He
Um,
doing some great work for me, man. Shout out
yeah,
to bro.
absolutely. You was getting people to just random, to my understanding, random people off the street, or of course more so just around the area, around that for the also we can just listening to the song, getting their honest opinion of it. So tell me
Yes,
about that.
sir. Yeah, so that's actually so I'm actually gonna turn that into a segment, man. I'm gonna do that every now and then for as long as I can, get away with it, I guess. I'm gonna call it real reactions. So my thing is, what better way to get someone to give you feedback of a product? Doesn't matter what the product is. It could be a drink, food, whatever the case is. Give you feedback on the product, then instantaneous feedback and on the spot. You know what I'm saying? You don't got time to, well, let me kind of formulate my answer to see, because if they say first impressions are everything, right?
Yep.
What better way to actually get your live first impression, and then of course, letting that be letting that just be the work, letting that be the footage in itself, because it's one of those things where word of mouth is everything, and in everything it is everything. So maybe if other people can see, or and again, so how the video actually went, this is an honest rendition of it. I
Yeah.
had like 7 8 shirts. I said, all right, I'm gonna stop the first 6 people to say yes, because at the end of the day, again, you don't want to force anything in life. If somebody don't want to be a part of it, if they don't want to give feedback, then it's respectfully people out there for All-Star weekend. They're enjoying their time. People got different agendas. People that's moving around, so I understand. So I said the first 6 people that tell me yes, I explained to them, hey, I'm an artist. Looking to do, play my latest song for you. You can give me feedback, honest feedback, whatever it is. And then at the end of the, feedback, I'll give you a t-shirt. Is that okay? Some people said no, of course.
Yep.
First 6 people that said yes, that's who, went to the video. I didn't play the song beforehand, anything. I just said, hey, that's what it is. T-shirt, yeah, boom, cameras rolling. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, able to get that live feedback and everything. Like I said, I'm going to be calling that real reactions. I got a lot of stuff, man, just in general that is in the works. New song coming out Friday. I will be doing a video for that. It won't be just yet, but check out the YouTube channel, man. It's gonna be a lot of behind the scenes, getting to know me, music video, lyric video content, all type of stuff, man. Definitely. So yeah, All-Star weekend was definitely fun. I was very, very thankful that I was able to get down there and do my first, real reactions down there during that time, because obviously, it was a good amount of people and everything out there. So I'm gonna keep planning on getting crafty with it and getting, coming with new ways to make it fun and everything too. But no, it was fun, man, for sure, for sure.
Man, definitely sounds like it. I know All-Star weekend in general coming around this area, either in Indianapolis or Chicago, like, that doesn't happen pretty often. So
Right.
the fact that you was out there taking advantage of it, I definitely mad props to you on that. So before we really start getting to the sports questions, I definitely want to, share this video, which is going to be the intro video to my podcast here, and it's featuring, one of your songs uh, from your album that you dropped a few months ago at this point. And so I'm gonna share it real quick.
Send me album name if that he's referring to, y'all. Send me value on. Just a little showing off of the apparel real quick, man. Got some cool stuff coming, but yeah. Not to cut you off, man. I appreciate you. Let
All,
me
by all
get to the
means,
clip, brother. Let's get to the clip.
let's go.
Now what really makes you a good man? My homie, his last name is Good Man. Point is it a title, or when you are living and act how you should, man? Astrology looks at the stars where he got his hands on the solar system. A good man follows the law and Messiah, and don't you forget it. Beat like it come from the jungle. Help me get back when I stumble. What I lose, he give me double. Connect every piece of the puzzle. A flame to embrace in the night. At night when I'm closing my eyes, your mercies are holding me tight.
So
Like that a
yeah,
lot.
man.
I like that, sir. I like that, sir. That definitely went with the vibe and everything too. So yeah, I like that, sir.
And kudos to you. I mean, put the clips together, but the song took it over the top. So,
Absolutely, absolutely. And now people know the line from the reference from Goodman, who I was actually referring to from that bar as well too.
man, when I first heard, matter of fact, you told me to go check it out. I'm like, all right. And so first, I was feeling the beat and everybody on it. I'm like, okay, okay. And then you came on, and then first bar, I'm like, oh, and I hit you up right away when I heard it.
Yeah, bro. Shut out, man. Shut out, man.
Man. So, all right. With that being said, um, let's get into these sports questions. We
Yes, sir.
to my understanding, you are a Bears fan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Naturally. Just to I guess to clear the air, my always was an NBA fan. I started being a football fan, like a legit football fan, probably about sixth, seventh grade. Instantly took a liking to Peyton Manning, so I actually was a Colts fan all through his,
Ooh.
most of the back end of his career. Yeah, even followed him over. Now I said once he got traded from the Colts, I said I was only gonna like the Bears, even though I rocked with him for those couple seasons at Denver, but. Yeah, that's my favorite quarterback all time. So yeah, coach, but no, officially only the Bears, man. Although I try to, you know how we are as Bears fans, man. Some good seasons, bad seasons. So I try to have that team and then the team I would like to see go all the way. So my would like to see team this year was the Ravens, but yeah, man, that was
They,
that playoff game was yeah.
Ooh,
Oh man.
they ran into a living legend on that one.
Can't
But
let nobody speed up your game, man. You gotta play your game, gotta play your pace, man. I don't think the Ravens played their game offensively that game, but
no, they didn't. They didn't.
yeah.
They didn't. So all right, let's get into the Bears. Bear down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, so our Bears, number one pick 2 years in a row. Last
Mm-hmm.
year they ended up getting a haul. Thank you, Carolina, for getting fleeced in
Mm-hmm.
that deal.
Mm-hmm.
Traded the number one pick. We ended up with DJ Moore in return. Ended up with their first round pick for this year, what happens to be the number one pick.
Mm-hmm.
We also get their second round pick next year as well. And yeah, here we are. So, but the underlying question right now, because there's a guy from USC named Caleb Williams
Yep.
that is being, highly touted as the generational talent in this draft. Comparisons to the Patrick Mahomes right now. But on the flip side, you have a quarterback in Justin Fields, to which I feel like the Chicago fan base, like I go on, Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, every day. I listen to the sports radios here on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
And it is split. There's half the fan base that wants to keep Justin Fields, believes that we should, trade down a bit, get more pieces around him, like Marvin Harrison Jr., who's another
Mm-hmm.
generational talent in the draft. Get an edge rusher, get you know maybe a running back and a corner, another safety. We don't have Eddie Jackson anymore, but there's
Right.
the other side that says that Justin Fields, despite everything that he's been through, is just not good enough. Great guy, great leader, but just doesn't check all the boxes. And Caleb Williams is one of those quote unquote can't miss prospects that Chicago needs at a quarterback, because they never really had a quote unquote franchise quarterback in the history of the team. So therefore, it's a fork in the road.
Yep.
And for you, just for you, not what the Bears are going to do, because
Right.
is probably leaning towards one person. But for you, do you want Justin Fields, or would you rather have Caleb Williams?
um. So it's a couple things, I guess, to look at, and think the Chicago Bears have historically have not been great at developing talent. Um. If you're already great, you're already a Pro Bowler, you already have a name for yourself, you come over to the Bears, great, you've had success. You know what I'm saying? But I think that the Bears have tried to find a lot of cop outs for not being able to develop talent. I don't think that the quarterback per se is the problem or even the top priority. We know one of the biggest things was coaching, offensive coordinator was obviously I think the biggest component that the Bears needed to look at, which we got the new offensive coordinator. So my thought process is, especially if you're talking about developing what you got, Justin Fields is more than serviceable at the quarterback position. A new offensive coordinator and more weapons, I think he'll be just fine. Me personally. Obviously something had to be done, right? So, like I
Yeah.
said, starting with the offensive coordinator, us having that number one pick next year, I think we should focus on offense. Man, get Marvin Harrison Jr., bring him over, see what that's like. I'm The other part is I'm kind of trying to find what the overall consensus is between the Bears and Justin, because Bears will be like, "Oh yeah, no, he's our guy, we'll keep him," and then you see Justin unfollowing them on Twitter or whatever the case is, and then more Caleb Williams. A couple weeks, probably like right after the Super Bowl, I heard that they were trying to do some stuff with the mix to try to get Herbert. They was trying to trade the Justins or something like that, man. So, I know one thing, especially as a young quarterback, man, the trade rumors can't be easy on them. But overall, bro, I think we've seen enough flashes to keep ride with him for at least a little longer, man. Personally, with Justin.
So personally, I'm with you on that as far as keeping Justin Fields as opposed to drafting Caleb Williams.
Mm-hmm.
But just to play devil's advocate here, you know, they have to make a decision on Justin's 5th-year option. He's going into year 4, but they got to make the decision on his 5th-year option by I want to say by the end of May, and
Okay.
that money amount is going to be about 24 mil, and so their thing is, well, yeah, he's showing flashes at times, but is it enough to move the needle? More so, is it enough for them to go ahead and commit to that money as opposed to drafting a guy and reset that financial clock
Mm-hmm.
on that aspect and give yourself another 3 or 4 years? But yeah, from my perspective, yeah, I'm all for keeping Justin. Like Justin, to me, like for me personally, I feel like he can be that guy when he's
Absolutely.
actually in the right situation. Because I feel like there's been plenty of times to where he's been set up for failure.
Absolutely.
If we go back to the first year when Matt Nagy was here, Matt Nagy didn't even want to play the guy, and
Right.
then in his first game against Cleveland, like he definitely showed because there was no real game plan for him. Like he got
Right.
murdered by Myles Garrett and that whole defense. I think he got sacked. It felt like almost like 9 times in that
And that's
game.
something I was gonna bring. Yeah, that's another thing I was gonna bring up too. Is Caleb Williams gonna have more time in the pocket? Like, because I mean, realistically, Justin got hurt last year. You know what I'm saying? How did he get hurt? I mean, a lot of times he was throwing under pressure, bro. You know what I'm saying? Been one of the issues as well. So it's like, I mean, I feel like
It's
Bears are more known for putting band-aids on situations than actually fixing them. And that's the problem.
Yeah, in their history, yeah, because there never been really any consistency with like the front office or the people with brass, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
but until recently, because I'm all for Ryan Poles. Like since he's been
Yeah.
here
Oh
for like
yeah.
2 years, he's like turned the culture around. It's like I feel like I can trust him.
Yep.
So
I'm with you.
all so ultimately, whatever move he makes, even if it's in the event that he does trade our guy and draft Caleb Williams, it's like I will give Ryan Poles the benefit of the doubt
Yeah.
in that regard because he has done things in the shortest period of time to actually make this franchise seem like we're not like a laughing stock per se. He actually has a plan and he's sticking to it. Um, but yeah, as far as Justin, like I feel like last year was the first time he actually had like a chance to show us something.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the first 4 games where we went 0-4 and the offense looked like crap and it looked bad. It looked really
Yeah,
bad.
it did. Right.
And
No, that's
then
true.
I remember the Washington game. I think that was a Thursday night game. That's when DJ Moore erupted for like 200 some yards and
Mm-hmm.
the Bears like beat the mess out the Commanders that night. It's like,
Right.
okay. And then I want to say the following week or within the next couple of weeks, he ended up getting hurt. And I want to say that was against Minnesota, if I'm not mistaken.
Hmm.
And so, it's been definitely a roller coaster ride for the Bears. Once they made the Montez Sweat trade, that changed the whole trajectory of the team. Defense got a lot better. And then when Justin came back, you've seen the flashes in the last 5-6 games that okay, this kid can really do something.
Mm-hmm.
But the last thing I'll say is, had he went into Green Bay in the last week of the year, he played well and they win, I guarantee this discussion would not be happening.
Whole nother conversation.
It wouldn't. Because the week
Yeah, whole nother
before,
conversation.
when they was playing Atlanta, and he was going crazy, and the crowd was chanting, "We won Fields."
Mm-hmm.
Had he took that momentum and went in the Green Bay and won, none of this. I feel like none of this would be happening right now.
And it don't help either because they looking over at Green Bay and Jordan Love, I'm saying his little all around stuff, and they like, look, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe we should just hit that reset button one more time, you know what I'm saying? So, but, I mean, we draft Caleb Williams. I mean, what? Do we try to get him some more pieces? Like, you know what I'm saying? Do we try to ride out what we got? It's like, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing. What's part two? Like,
it makes you think because we got the first pick, we also got the 9th pick, which
okay. Oh yeah, we do. Yep, do got 9 too. Do got 9.
So do you couple that with one of those wide receivers like Buddy from Washington, Azunia, if he's there, or the wide receiver from LSU, Nabers, what his name is? Like both of them are elite. Now Marvin Harrison Jr. is the cream of the crop, but both of those other two, they're elite as well.
You think both of them fall to 9, or one or two of them fall to 9?
So how I look at it is, by what's being said, the first 3 picks should be quarterbacks, and probably another 2 will come off the board before they get to us. So it all depends. I think Marvin Harrison Jr. at this point is probably going to go to Arizona at 4. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, there's a chance. There's a chance
right,
that one of them could
the next 4 picks. Yeah, with the next 4 picks, depending on how they go. Okay. So, I mean, okay. So if we get Caleb and you know what I'm saying, top tier wide receiver, maybe, but look, we'll see. But if we keep Justin, and we get a wide receiver at 1, then what do we go defense at 9? Do we, you know what I'm saying?
So, matter of fact, let's go through this scenario real quick. So, and just so you know, here's the draft order: Bears at 1, Commanders at 2, New England at 3, Arizona at 4, Chargers at 5, the Giants at 6, Tennessee at 7, Atlanta at 8, us again at 9. So, so let's say if the Bears did keep Justin, right? So, let's just say they keep the pick and Marvin Harrison Jr. Bam.
Boom.
So, as we know, everybody else at that point, quarterback, Arizona probably going to take a wide receiver. So when we get back to 9, we can, I feel like, either go edge rusher because we need somebody else on the opposite of Montez Sweat.
Yeah.
Which I think Buddy from Alabama is, I think, the cream of the crop on that. And I'm trying to think of his name.
Yeah, I'm already thinking of wide receiver and the edge rusher. That man.
I'm trying to think of his name.
From Alabama. Let me see. I'm gonna be honest. I've been despairing on the college football this year. I've been watching Caitlin on and off, man. Which, real quick side note, when she goes to the Indiana Fever, I'm probably gonna be there opening night, bro.
I don't blame you. Box office.
Probably gonna be the opening night. I actually told my boy to just get the price of the season tickets. Let's just see, man. I just want to know what the numbers looking like.
But so the guy's name is Dallas Turner from Alabama.
Dallas Turner, okay, yeah, because man, wide receiver and pass rushers just sounds like, to me, like best case scenario in keeping Justin, but who knows?
I mean, it's going to be a
Yeah.
hot topic for a while on that.
I mean, who go? My bad. Just because real quick as you going
Yeah,
through, you think Chargers get a quarterback?
you said the Chargers?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, because you said first. Because all right, so we don't get a quarterback, right? You said the next three. All right, New England, yeah, they could use one.
Washington going to take one.
Yeah.
Arizona is probably going to stick with Kyler and draft a wide
Oh
receiver.
yeah, I would. I would stick with Kyler.
So Chargers at 5. They're not taking a quarterback. They're going to take probably somebody on the defensive side of the ball, or maybe that tight end from Georgia. That's Bowers, who's pretty solid. The Giants, they could probably take a quarterback, or they have a lot of needs.
They could take whatever.
They need everybody.
Yeah.
Tennessee, I mean Tennessee, that's a wild card. I don't know. They need a lot of things too. Atlanta
Right.
at 8. I mean,
Oh my goodness, bro. Desmond boy, they take 2 quarterbacks. that man Desmond Ritter. Hold on, wait.
So yeah,
Okay,
Ritter, yeah. So man, yeah, Atlanta either gonna sign Kirk Cousins or somebody, or draft one, or trade for ours. I don't know,
right.
but also teams to take into account like the Raiders, the Broncos, the Vikings to trade up to try to go get a quarterback. So a lot of things can happen. So yeah, the draft's gonna be something else, but we may have an actual indication of what to expect within the next 2 weeks, in my opinion, on that.
Okay.
So we're going to slight pivot here. Jalen Johnson, he received the franchise tag for the Bears. I think he's going to get an estimated about 21 mil, but they still have an opportunity to get a long-term deal done. Jalen Johnson had a very pretty much the best year of his career.
Got paid and earned his paycheck.
Yeah, he did, man. So do you think, because there was a discussion that I had, so as you know, I do multiple podcasts, and the one I do on Saturday mornings, the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast. So one of the guys that I podcast with, named Ian, he for the most part runs our Instagram page, and he had commented on I guess one of those clips that Jalen Johnson, I think he had a pick six against the Vikings or something like that. And, guys were just raving over him in the comments, but, he said that, he's good, but he ain't worth top 10 money. And I kind of agree there, but it was a whole fallout. So in your opinion, is Jalen Johnson worth top 10 money?
I
mean, and I can throw out some corner names out there real quick, just for comparison.
So, yeah. I mean, so if we talking sheer numbers, right? He had, what was it? He had the highest. I forget sometimes how they break down. My bad.
Are you good?
Connection messing up. I forgot they broke it up. The exact analytic, but pretty much it was him. He led pretty much they were saying he led the corners number wise. I can't forget, it's like SCO or something like that. I forget what the acronym
like the PPF, the PFF
yeah, the analytics. See, I love and hate analytics, man, because there's a lot of them, man. I'm a fan of when you take the analytics and the eye test, you got to bring them together, find a happy medium. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he led all cornerbacks in terms of that.
In that grade.
If we're talking defense in general, I mean, if you want to play devil advocate, to the most important position on the field is the quarterback, right? Offensively, the position that is going to contain him the most should be the most important defensive. You know what I'm saying? Position, I think, technically, by definition, if you want to just look at it that way. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, pass rush, you can go to look at it a couple different ways. I've always had a little thing with the Bears too, as to where we either get it right on defense and they're not on offense, or we get it right on offense and not on defense. I like the franchise tag on defense, kind of secure some of the defense up as we work on the offense a little bit, hopefully in the draft too. So I guess looking at everything as a whole and kind of what we need as an organization, I like it. I say go ahead and pay him for what he's worth. I mean, I say he's worth it just based on, like I said, you got a Pro Bowl under your belt. Motivate him a little more. Already got paid. Motivate him to do a little bit better, maybe.
All right, so just to go against the grain, the only couple things I would say is before this season, because this was his fourth season. Before this season, he only had one career interception. He ends up with 4 this year, so it's a total of 5. And I feel like a lot of that transpired after Montez Sweat became a Bear, because how I look at it is like, corners and linebackers are great, but if you have a defense that can get pressure with their front four, it makes everybody else better. It makes the corners better. Just like when Kyle Fuller was here, when he had that career year. You know why? Because Khalil Mack was here. Khalil Mack was healthy, and they was getting pressure with their front four. When he wasn't healthy,
if your quarterback, if your quarterback is throwing under pressure, you're gonna see more. You're gonna see more turnovers, more, all of that. Absolutely, and that's why I say, I mean, technically with the corner, I mean, like I said, you trying to contain him, but elite pass rush is always gonna get the job done. Absolutely.
So, all right. With that being said,
Did I put my do not disturb on accident? I definitely did.
Forgive me for that. No, connection issues for a second.
I accidentally had my do not disturb on. I don't even know how that happened. Then again, I should probably leave that on right now too. Make it easy for myself.
All right, so I feel like the Bears need a running back. Now, I mean, Khalil Herbert's, he's okay. Roshan Johnson, I feel like he's solid. Dante Foreman, he was okay, but we don't have like that guy. And the way that the running back position is so devalued these days, you can probably get one of these premier backs that's available. Saquon Barkley's out there, Josh Jacobs out there, probably Austin Eckler's out there. Derrick Henry's going to be out there. So is there any particular running back that you would want the Bears to sign?
Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs?
I would go Jacobs. Saquon, the injuries, man, honestly, that's the biggest thing for me. You could be the best guy in the world, but if you can't suit up on the field consistently. How many did he miss any decent amount of games this year?
Let me see.
Saquon. I have to double check real quick, but the my secondary of following football, of course, is what we all do, the fantasy football, and I just feel like I had him in the league and he was missing a lot of games this year. So I'm like, hold on. Barkley age. He also come getting up there a little bit in age, running back age anyway.
I think so. I think he'll be 27. I think he is 27. It's one of the two.
Yep, I think he is 27. Jacobs he's a year younger, but hey, bro, in the world of running backs, a year makes a world of difference, bro.
Yeah, so he missed, since they play 17 games now. He missed 3 games.
He missed 3 games this year?
Yep.
Okay. A lot better than recent years. I feel like you can pencil him in for about missing 3 a season though. Which kind of sucks. Josh Jacobs, man, you're gonna get everything that you need in the back. He impressed me for Oakland. I honestly thought I was gonna see a major decline from him this year at the running back end. He had another solid year, bro. So yeah, consistency is always key for me. So yeah, I say Josh Jacobs.
Okay. Like I am a big time Saquon fan, so I'm all for Saquon, and I do get what you're saying. You know what they say: the best ability is availability type deal.
Absolutely, yep.
But it's like I feel like Saquon is a top 5 talent at the position in the league.
Oh yeah, when he on the field, you know what time it is. Absolutely.
Because it's like watching, like he has some Barry-esque to him, but also has the power of of AP at times
Oh,
too.
the
It's
combination is crazy. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
dude,
Between power and elusiveness. Nah, the
man.
combination is absolutely crazy.
So, but I get what you're saying with Josh Jacobs. Like, he is the type of guy. The more carries he gets,
Mm-hmm.
the more he becomes like
Deadly. Yeah,
effective.
right.
He's a
Yeah,
volume
the
guy.
downhill effect. Nah, for real. And like I said, I mean, not that Saquon ain't consistent, man, but I just feel like you just gonna know what you're getting out of Josh Jacobs, bro. Every down, and it's just it's what you need, bro, in the running back.
No, that's facts. That's facts. So, all in all, Bears, once again, for the second straight year, is spearheading the offseason here. They have the third most money in far as cap space entering the free agency. They got the number
Mm-hmm.
one pick. The offseason runs through Chicago. So, Laura Poles, King of the North. Let's see what you can do here.
You an Eckler fan at all?
I am, but I'm gonna basically use the same thing you just said about Saquon, that best availability type deal. Because that
Yeah.
man,
Stability is availability. I get you.
I feel like he always have a soft tissue injury with a hamstring somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, no, I get you.
and I think he's 32. I think he's
Yeah, he's the oldest out of the three we named, at least for sure.
yeah. So I think he's the smallest guy too. On top of that,
Mm-hmm.
but nevertheless, I feel like they should upgrade their position for sure.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so let's switch the hoops real quick. So, Chicago Bulls.
Mm-hmm.
They're currently playing right now. They're actually up 111 to 104 against Utah in the fourth quarter. But currently, the record is 29 and 32. Hopefully, that turns to 30 by the end of tonight.
What Kobe White got right now?
Boy, Kobe. Let's see. Kobe White, 25 points, 9 of 15 from the field, 7 of 11 from behind the arc, 6 assists, 5 boards. Man, that he has been like the brightest spot for the Bulls this year. And I know you saw what he did to Harrison Barnes the other day.
Man, I did not actually, bro.
You ain't see it?
I did not, man.
Man, so that man put him in a spin cycle, turned this man around, and then banged on him. He dunked on him.
For real?
For real? Like
that, like bad. Kobe's
dude,
not little, bro. Like Kobe don't look. I think Kobe's 6'5", bro. Like
I don't think he's that tall.
You don't think so?
No.
Let me see, bro.
I don't think he's that tall.
Let me double check Kobe White. I remember the first time I seen him, I'm like, wait, Kobe not small, bro. Let me see. Kobe White.
Look that up. Wow, I'm about to send you this clip.
Can y'all see that?
I can't, but does it say 6'5"? Oh my gosh, he is 6'5". He
He
don't even look.
That's why I said, and that's why I said it like that. I'm like, he's actually not as small as people say, bro.
Dude, he looks so small. Maybe his frame.
Bro. He
got to be
but
his
I'm
frame.
like, man, but I'm like, hold on, he's 6'5" PG, bro. That's a
Okay.
nice size, bro.
I get
But
you.
nah, he did Harrison dirty. I'm about to go double check Harrison. Wait a second, Harrison Barnes with the UNC too, didn't
he? Yeah, Tar Heel crying, dog.
I was gonna say, I'm a Tar Heel fan. That's I've been loving the Kobe. I've been loving the Kobe White immersion, but yeah, the Tar Heel on Tar Heel crime is crazy.
Dude, that is. I sent you the clip to your messenger, so after this, just check it out.
Check it out,
dude. You gonna like, bro? That's like one of those top 10 plays of the season type deal.
Man, like, Kobe White is a bucket, bro.
Dude,
he's a bucket.
And it's one of those to where I feel like, because he's been in the league, I think I want to say about 5 years. I want to say
45 for sure.
And he's the prime definition of a player that you just don't give up on after the first couple of years. We live in a microwave society, so we want like results instantly. But you got to have, time for players or people itself to grow, have them in the right environment, give them the right opportunity. And with the fact that they didn't really have a starting point guard.
Yep.
Lonzo Ball's still out. Zach LaVine and his injuries, like it just basically opened up the door for Kobe White. And the one thing that I have noticed this year more than anything is his confidence. I didn't think he really had the confidence until pretty much first time I really saw the confidence was last year in the bubble. I mean, not the bubble, the play-in tournament.
Yeah.
Against the Raptors and against the Heat. He actually was like one of the bright spots in both games. So ever since then, he's been he had that confidence. So he looks like he belongs in this league for sure. So yeah, I'm happy to see it for real.
Yeah.
So
so my bad. So if you just saying overall, I was trying to think Kobe Bulls. If we just saying overall, just for the Chicago Bulls, ninth in the East. I mean, if we just run it through the good teams, the really solid teams, Philly when they're healthy, the Bucks, obviously the Celtics is a force beyond nature. The Cavs, if they can stay healthy, are obviously going to be a threat. The Pacers, the Cavs is definitely my sleeper team out of the East.
Matter of
The
fact,
Pacers can they figure out that Siakam situation? It's almost like they've been losing more since that trade, bro. Like. I mean, they lost Buddy Hield. I'll be honest, that was a nice bright spot for for the second unit and everything. And he, you know what I'm saying, decent little shooter. So I don't know.
But you needed the Siakam though, because you didn't play not one lick of defense
One
at
lick of
all.
defense. Not Siakam is everything all in one. I'm just saying, like, because he gonna play defense, he gonna get to the rim, he gonna score, he gonna, you know what I'm saying. But it's like, are they still trying to gel this new offense together? And is that what the problem is, man? Because I feel like Indiana been taking they've been taking a good amount of losses since that trade, man.
I mean, so Indiana, they are 6-4 in the last 10 games, so they're okay. They're 35-28 on the
in the
year.
last 10. Okay.
Yeah.
They've had him for 10 games?
They're 35-28. 6-4 in their last 10.
And they've had him for 10 games?
That is good question. I would say it's close. Because I don't think they played that many games yet. So I mean, if you're gonna check it, you can.
I just want to know,
yeah, check that. But I would say that I guarantee that's a team. If I'm like Boston, Milwaukee, Cleveland, I wouldn't want to play the Pacers in a series.
Oh, absolutely not.
I wouldn't want to see Tyrese Halliburton and Siakam and Mouse Turner and whomever else, a bunch of gritty, blue collar guys out there running up and down.
To be fair, granted, most of the work was done up until this point, right? I think they still average the most points per game in the league.
Correct.
So I mean, there's still that, and they still got some guys that can light it up and everything. And then obviously Halliburton is the true essence of the true point guard right now. So I mean, they definitely still got weapons and everything over there. I'm just wondering, is it gonna take time? Because with them other teams I named, right? Are they, you know what I'm saying? Are they gonna develop enough time in the playoffs to beat Cleveland in 7, to beat the Bucks in 7, to beat the Boston in 7, to beat the, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Miami's starting to, you know what I'm saying, figure it out and get it around now. Miami's a team that, obviously last year was the real big shocker with taking the, just the whole undrafted roster and all of that to the finals. But they are a team that's starting to be a second half team. Like when that time come around, bro, like they starting to turn it up, bro.
Bro,
so it's like
I feel like it's a cycle every year. The Heat don't care in the beginning, and then around this time between March and May, all of a sudden the legend of Jimmy Butler happens.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro.
And then all of a sudden the Heat's in the conference finals, and then all of a sudden the Heat makes the final. Like, what is happening here?
Bro, he got some help with Tyler Hero, Rozier, bro. Bam, bro. He got some help over there, bro. So it's
if they can stay healthy.
If they can, and that's another one, bro. If they can stay healthy, Tyler, and it's like somebody unfortunately is always hurt on the Heat, bro. That's another thing, man. Shoot, Cavs too, man. Like if every team is healthy, bro, Cavs is one of my sleepers to come out of the East, bro.
Dude, speaking of Cavs, you did see DG drop Buddy last night, right? Did you see that clip?
No, somebody. Okay, I think somebody did post that one on Instagram. He did somebody dirty at the top of the key, right?
Yeah, he didn't even push off either. It was clean. Bring back. Yeah, it was clean, bro.
Yeah. Nah, that's tough, man. But I mean, all in all, I guess you got to feel decent about. I mean, that record, given no Zach, given no Patrick Williams, given no Caruso for a lot of the years. I mean, still got to figure, given no Lonzo, given. I mean, we done fought with a lot of injuries this year too. So I
Yeah.
mean, given that, I mean, it's man, you can't ask for too much more, unfortunately.
I mean, I feel like so without Zach, it's basically like addition by subtraction.
Yeah, no, we've won more. Yeah, more games
Like
without.
the ball moves more. Like the younger players, like when we mentioned Kobe White, but also Ayo DeSumo,
Yeah, I was mm-hmm.
he's been playing better. What's that guy that we drafted last year? Terry.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Jalen Terry, I think that's his
Yep.
name. Like he's been solid. I mean, but yeah, if Patrick Williams could come back, because I feel like he was actually starting to like get more
Coming
confident.
to his own with same thing. It was the Zach being gone effect. He was starting to hoop more too, bro. And that's the thing. It's like, man, I'm still talking about Lonzo, unfortunately, between Lonzo, Zach,
Man,
and Patrick Williams. It's like, bro, what if we just had our whole team, bro? Like, what would it look like, man? That's I know everybody could play the what if game to some degree. I mean, LaMelo got the Hornets hurt. I mean, this team, whatever. And I'm just saying in general, everybody can play the what if game, but it does suck to know that you have pieces. You just can't use them.
at all, man, because people forget when Lonzo was actually playing and healthy. Guess who had the number one record in the East?
I'm so tired. It's been so long. I'm so tired of having that conversation. But that team, bro, especially him and Caruso, the defense just looks
It was
different, bro.
crazy,
It looks different, bro, and that opens up everything else. Like, man, it's a whole nother team with all them boys healthy, bro.
dude.
Like,
And if he
man,
was healthy with the way that the progression of Kobe White and all them playing right now, like it'd be insane. But I mean, it is what it is. But this,
hold on. Andre Drummond,
ooh,
that boy been,
ooh,
hey, time machine or what, bro? That boy been. It's like I keep seeing him put up like 20 and 20s. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like,
off the bench though.
off the bench, bro. Just imagine if everybody was out there, bro. It's irritating, but I ain't gonna lie.
Dude, I I feel like we are one of those teams that like don't let us like get out the playing tournament and get to a first round series. Like we can, the
Bro, we didn't call
firepower
some
can be there.
teams. We didn't call some teams lacking, bro. Like I think we called Philly in Philly this year.
And that's the first time we beat Embiid too.
Yeah, bro.
The
I think,
first time we beat Joel Embiid. Like
bro,
that's wild.
in Philly, bro. Did we beat Denver this year, bro?
I think we did.
I think we
I think
beat Denver, bro.
I
We
think
caught
Denver
some
came here and
teams,
we beat them.
bro.
We caught
Bro,
them
we
lacking.
caught some teams
We
this
beat the
year, and I'm just
Lakers.
like, beat the Lakers, bro. And I think that might have been LA too, bro. Like we didn't beat
Matter,
some teams, man.
dude. Matter of fact, when that Tar Heel and Tar Heel crime, like we was down 21 in that game and they came back and won.
Yeah, and won that game. There you go, bro. And that's the thing. It just shows the talent, bro. Like you can't just keep catching good teams, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like the canvas is there, bro. We just can't stay healthy long enough to figure out our identity, bro.
It's tragic, but who knows? Maybe things might turn around. Cause a perfect example, when the Bucks made that trade for Dame Lillard, they like it just wasn't like happening at first, and then
Yeah,
they were still second in the East, and they fired their coach Adrian Griffin, former Bull, by the way, fired
right,
him, inserted Doc Rivers, who I feel like is probably one of the most overrated, overhyped coaches I ever seen in my life. But that's a story for another day. But
man.
what I'm getting at is, despite all their struggles, the Milwaukee Bucks have the longest winning streak in the league right now at 6 games. They won 6 in a row quietly.
Mm.
So
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. That was one of the things. You know me, I'm a Giannis fan.
same here.
Bucks is the team I go for after the Bulls. You know every year, but um, certain stuff is just like I would have. You know what I'm saying? If I was a gambling man, put any money on that to come around, bro. It's Dame and Giannis, bro. How can that not come around? You know what I'm saying? Like you talk about two 30-point gamers and two people who offensively can just flat out dominate the game. Like we've seen Damian Lillard with the Trailblazers literally dominate the whole game, beating teams by itself.
That's
Giannis,
facts.
same thing. Dominate the whole game. You know what I'm saying? So it's like two players literally can dominate the game on the same team. It's like it's got to come around, and it's not like Giannis just got to have the ball all the time. You know what I'm saying? So it was just man, it was just one of them things, man. Just time. I feel like. I mean, it's easy to say it now in hindsight, but honestly, man, I just felt like in time it was just like, yeah, bro, that this has to come around. Long story short, and it's much, yeah, it's,
Man.
and then you got people like um what's the name? Former Bull, bro. He stay hooping now, bro. Bobby Portis, bro. Bobby Portis stay hooping now, man. Like, hey,
Dog.
another former Bull, watch it just do his thing, bro. NBA champion and everything. Look.
Dude, and might as well like point out Laurie marketing, right? He out
Oh
there.
my goodness, bro. Another Bull I'm watching doing his thing somewhere else, bro. I'm talking about and really I'm talking about scoring a lot of different I gotta say this because I thought I saw man. I was
Yeah.
gonna say he's like the poor man's Porzingis, right? Like by definition. And then somebody said that somebody said Drew Holiday is the Kevin Durant of Pat Beverly.
Pat Beverly. Bruh. Like,
I
where did people
say,
come up with
bro,
this, bro?
not to use the three different players and that makes sense though. I said that's crazy. But now Lowry is like, yeah, and I say poor man's Porzingis, he can still develop. He can still get better. But right now, that's what I
Dude,
see. I see the Porzingis flashes for sure.
dude. And I used to before this year, I was calling Porzingis. He went from the unicorn and My Little Pony because he was nowhere to be found for a couple of years.
Man, hey, bro, him on Boston, bro,
I know.
that
Bro.
team is. I know I said the Cavs. I'm giving it to the Cavs because of defense, and obviously you got, you know what I'm saying, dudes like Jaron Allen, he's a true like two-way difference maker, bro. He gonna give you 17 and 10, and he gonna defend the rim and all of that. So you know what I'm saying? So you got somebody that can really, you know what I'm saying, bang with the Celtics and rebound, because you know defense is one of their mantras too. So that's why I say the Cavs as a main team to come out the East. But like to have Drew Holiday, Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, Porzingis, and then Derek White can give you 20 on a random given night. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, there's a lot of offense over there, bro. And they don't lose in Boston. So don't give them a 1-2 seed, bro, where they got a lot of home court advantage through the playoffs, bro. Like,
Un- Unless they
man,
play the legend of Jimmy Butler or Jimmy Buckets.
that's it. Yeah. Yeah, bro. If he figure it out and Rozier and them boys come with it, Hero and them healthy, no, they can definitely go. They could definitely compete with him, bro. But man, I mean,
Or
I was high on Philly until Embiid got hurt.
man, because Tyrese
High
Maxey
on
was having
Philly,
that
bro.
year.
That's exactly right. And Tobias is finally settling to his own. Hey man,
Cold world.
Harden is what it is, bro. But them trading him is one of the best things they could have did, bro.
Addition by subtraction, bro.
One of the best things they could have did, bro.
So happy they did that.
Oubre get you some buckets too.
Yeah.
Kelly Oubre, yeah, come
Yeah.
on.
Oh,
As a fourth man, bro. Like
no pressure. Just go
very,
out there and
very
hoop.
solid, bro.
Like that man, like we seen plenty of flashes with him
Man,
since Washington when he got drafted. Like we seen it.
absolutely. Yeah, nah. Kelly Oubre he get you some buckets too as a fourth man. Yeah, Maxie is a. Yeah, I love watching that boy. I love watching that boy play.
Man, absolutely. Really quick. Before we get to the last part, NBA wise, give me your top five. Give me your top five favorite players to watch right now.
I hate this, bro, because LaMelo Ball is always on that list, bro. I love watching him play, bro. He's obviously hurt right now.
Yeah.
Players to watch right now, top five. I'm gonna go Kobe White, honestly.
Okay.
Most approved candidate.
He better win that award.
See,
I
man,
know.
I go back.
I know
I
Giannis
was,
got to be on that list.
oh yeah, absolutely. See, right then Dallas was on my mind, and I was like, it's kind of hard to choose between Kyrie and Luka because they're together right now. So it's like
So let's go Luke Ree.
Luke Reed. Nah, yeah, facts. Dallas. I'm definitely trying to watch them if they on.
What's
Like playing right now. I know that, man. Cause I want to give a fair answer. I ain't gonna take too much time. No, I ain't gonna take too
so
much time.
you got LaMelo, you got Giannis, we got Luke Reed.
If I can count LaMelo when he's hurt, like not injured. Oh yeah, absolutely, LaMelo's on that list.
Okay, so 2 more because we combining Kyrie and Luka together. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him as one.
What about
You watching them every time you watching one, you watching the other one. Look, or you watching one or the other. They be taking turns
pretty,
on who hurt that.
pretty much?
Who hurt that night?
What about Easy Money Sniper? When that your boy?
KD, man, you know what, man?
Not the same.
Cause it's like I'm watching him, but then some nights I'm watching D Book. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. What about Steph? Is this the
Oh
Steph
no, you
show?
know what? No, absolutely. Steph turned back the clock. He Yeah, man. It's like every game I watched Steph this year, bro, he putting up 30. It's kind of wild. Like the last 3-4 games I watched him, bro, he put up 30. Yeah, that boy is back to being Steph, and that's definitely good to see. SGA.
Ooh, Shea
SGA, that's number
Gilgeous
5.
Alexander.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, now them, they're gonna be good for a while, buddy. And I'll tell you this: if I'm in the West, I don't want to play them first round, second round either. Or I mean, I say first, second round. I don't want to play them anywhere before the conference finals. All right, that's when the coaching, the experience is really gonna come to play. But them first 2 rounds, bro, I do not want to play the Oklahoma City
No.
Thunder, bro.
Unless you are one of those experienced teams that can maybe sneak them in the first round. That's like how the Lakers snuck the Grizzlies last year. Other than that, yeah, I wouldn't want to play them either. And what's wild about that team is they have so many draft picks. Do you understand that these players on this team are pretty much playing like it's tryouts every year? Like like you gotta play like it's your last game, otherwise they're gonna
Nah, for
replace you.
real. Wow. I see, man. This suck right here because somebody hurt right now. But OKC the Clippers in 7 games. You got to pick right now today. Right now, OKC is getting home court advantage.
And I might go. And what's wild, I might dude, because I think that Clippers team is like this is the best version of themselves. Like this is it. Like this is if you gonna
So
do it,
the person that is like, all
Westbrook.
right, the playoffs depends on what he's gonna do. Right now, Kawhi is that person, bro.
Yeah, because I mean,
Because if he's healthy and he's him, yeah, bro.
dude. Because I mean,
Yeah, bro.
because last year, because when Westbrook and Kawhi was playing against the Suns, they was giving them problems until Kawhi got hurt.
Till Kawhi got hurt.
Because they was,
Absolutely, bro.
I guarantee, because
Kawhi
they advanced and Paul George came back. Like I'm telling you,
it would have been a different story, bro. Not for real. No, if the Clippers are healthy and Kawhi is himself, because he right back to put up 26 plus a game, bro, doing his thing, playing both ends, getting buckets, bro. So no, if he's doing his thing, man, that's a team to watch. It's just, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. It's Harden Harden is 2-faced, bro. Walk in the gym, flip the coin, boy. Who you getting, bro? Which Harden you getting, man? He'll shoot you in the game, shoot you out the game, bro. Like
that is wild. I mean, you're right though, but he's been falling in line though. He
he
hasn't.
been falling in line. And then Westbrook been doing this thing too, man. I like him, man. I wouldn't mind. It's 2 or 3 of them guys I wouldn't mind seeing getting the ring either. But man, this. And then you still can't count Denver out at all. You know, the champions is getting back to them. You know, so it's like Jokic is still in, you know what I'm saying, playing in rare form lately.
But I would say the one team that I feel like that can really derail the Western Conference, and they're at the top of the conference right now. That's the Minnesota Timberwolves, because I am a big believer in Ant-Man.
Okay, man.
And with those 2 tall centers, that they actually look like they're figuring that out. that
Yeah.
causes issues.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, Ant-Man, he got that dog in him, and I don't.
Definitely got that dog in him. He's definitely the next face of the league. Absolutely. Despite him shooting left hand all Star weekend and whatnot.
He didn't get
But
two bleeps about that one.
I'm gonna be honest, man. It's one person that shows a lot of flashes, but we've seen him disappear too often too on that team, man. And it's one of those big men you talking about. Big cat, man. The man Carl Anthony Towns, man. As much as we've seen him drop the 40s and this and shoot lights out, he offensively, bro, he's got it, bro. Like,
So
but
gifted.
we've seen him disappear and get soft too many times, man. So that's my only question mark for that team.
And that's where the dog and Ant-Man. That's why Ant-Man is running that show. Because if it's up
Oh
to,
yeah, that's what, and that's because of and that's
because
it
if
makes
Cat was
sense.
running it,
I'll be honest, Cat is
man,
probably cool with. I think he's cool with it.
I think so too. Knowing the
I
pressure ain't
don't
on
think
him.
no bad blood on him. I think he's cool with it, honestly.
Yeah, the pressure ain't on him no more. Like
Man,
we looking at Ant. We ain't looking at Cat. Cat just benefiting from Ant's presence at this point.
yeah.
And then also Gobert, so he ain't really got to guard the best player on the other team. So he just
Exactly, bro. We got a real paint presence. I'm not really the center, but I can rotate and help the center. Yeah.
just
Yeah. Cat is he's in the perfect for him, he's in the perfect storm situation. I ain't gotta be the main guy. I ain't gotta be the main big man. I could just come in here. But then when I come randomly drop 30, 40, I'm gonna be the man. Yeah, no, it's he in a little perfect storm, man. It's just how's he gonna fare?
yeah, that's the thing. And the last thing with that team is Mike Conley just being the one to keep it together, especially
Yeah.
when crunch time and pressure situations. The other opposing team going on like an 8-0 run or something. Can he be the person to calm them down, get them back in their offense, get the ball to Ant-Man at the right position, at the right situation to make the right play type deal? Can need that floor general. So he's
Right.
one of the last ones to do so in the league.
Right.
So we'll see. And last thing about the NBA, as you see, I updated the Bulls. The Bulls won. They won by 2, so they're 30-32 now. So, all right. So as we getting ready to close, I know you wanted to do something special for, I guess the listeners. To my understanding, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So yeah, I wasn't 100% sure on how the format is gonna be. I don't know if it's live, listeners, viewers, however it goes.
Okay.
So what I was gonna do is just have people reach out to me directly. So I'll do the first 3 people, anybody listening to the episode, whether this is live, whenever you hear this, whatever the case is. But first 3 people, if you reach out to my Instagram, your underscore AHK underscore Woods WOODZ. Follow me and then just send me a message saying that you heard about this on the podcast or you coming from the podcast, and then I just get your t-shirt size and I'll be getting that to you for free. So first 3 people that do that, hit me up on like I said, Instagram, DM me, let me know you came from the pod, and then what size t-shirt you wear, bro?
I am medium.
You got a medium t-shirt? Okay, I got a t-shirt coming for you as well, man. Appreciate you for having me on the show. Let me come to your platform, talk some sports with you and everything, man. Speaking of giveaway, same vein too. Friday, my song, will be getting released on all the streaming platforms. I always usually have a contest for the song as well too. So from this Friday, the 8th, up until not that first Sunday, first session, which would be the 10th, but the Sunday after that, be holding the contest giveaway. I was doing the share before. If you just share the song and tag me in it, but I'm gonna make an actual post for it, and the post is gonna, have the instructions essentially, probably something similar to share, and then just comment done or something like that, and then you're gonna be entered to win. For that one, it's your choice of hoodie, sweatshirt, t-shirt, whatever you want to do. You get to pick the color and everything, as far as that as well too. If
Nice.
you go on my Instagram, there's also other options and things that I run, from other previous winners and things like that. Uh, which I'm gonna have a bunch of more photos to actually showcase for y'all closer to the end of this week, because I got the first of the contest winners, and then I got a lot of orders coming in for the clothes as well too that I'm gonna start showcasing. Which I'm actually going to have the website up soon for all of the apparel as well too. Like I said, the hoodies, the sweatshirts, got some other things coming as well too. Working on some hats, some joggers, some other stuff as well too, man. Just help promote the brand. Some cool designs, man. I got some real cool people helping me out, man. All praise to the Most High for sure. My cuz is actually doing a lot of my any of my designs, any of my artwork that you see. Like what I get on right here. It's my cousin that actually drew this out and did this and everything, man. So look, it's canvas
Nice.
me out. So yeah, he did that. And then my boy as well too. My boy Reap. I also get his apparel page, but you'll see it tagged in my stuff as well too. He's the one who's actually putting all the clothing together and helping me distribute stuff as well too, man. So I got some people with some real keen minds, man, and an eye for putting things together. So it's been a blessing for sure, man. And like I said, the website should be up. I want to have it by Friday. If not, you can hit me up on my socials and everything. Reach out if you see anything that I got artwork wise. Anything on my page can be essentially made into something. So just hit me up, y'all. I appreciate y'all for sure.
Man, so appreciate all that once again. Round of applause for So to conclude, last thing I'm gonna do, which I did in the beginning of the episode, I'm gonna play the intro video to conclude, featuring our boy right here. So
yes, sir.
Thank you everybody that participated, joined, that watched. Appreciate you, bro, for joining me on this special episode.
Yes,
Whenever anything I can do to help you to grow, I'm all for you. You are a brother to me, so
absolutely.
So with that being said, enjoy the video. We out.
Yes, sir. All praise to the Most High. Y'all be smooth.
Now what really makes you a good man? My homie, his last name is Goodman. Point is it a title or when you are living and act how you should, man? Astrology looks at the stars where he got his hands on the solar system. A good man follows the law and Messiah, and don't you forget it. Beat like it come from the jungle. Help me get back when I stumble. What I lose, he give me double. Connect every piece of the